what I'm going to be doing today is I'm going to be turning 960 feet into gutter for the barn, which I'll show you a picture of the gutter that I'm going to be rebuilding. But 960 feet of 1-inch flat steel.
Watch and subscribe.
Thank you. So what's on Jayrod's plate today? Well, hey, we're gonna admire our truck a little bit more. Yes. We're gonna drive our little tractor. Today was shavings day. Of course, we have poo day every day, the horse pile. And we have my fixer-upper utility, the UTV that I drive around the farm and check on crap with. But what I'm going to be doing today is I'm going to be turning 960 feet into gutter for the barn, which I'll show you a picture of the gutter that I'm going to be rebuilding. But 960 feet of 1-inch flat steel will become gutter. And part of the process, and I'll show you, like I said, the gutter that I'm going to be replacing. It's 10 years old, never been cared for. It's rotted out. This is Jayrod's shop. It's Jayrod's welder. Getting that set up. Jayrod's chop saw. Jayrod's prized toy collection of toy tractors that he's been collecting since he was a grasshopper. And anyway, that is on today's plate. I will kind of try and process this through, get it done. Oh, I do have air conditioning in here, and it's hotter than Hades here today. My goodness. I look out the window and start sweating. But anyway, luckily I got this. It's not a huge shop, but it's equivalent. It gets cooled down enough that it's comfortable in here. So what I'm doing is I'm switching this machine from a flex core, which requires no gas, to a gas core or a gas wire. That way I don't have as much cleaning to do, being as I have 900 feet of this to build with 1-inch little increments on here. And I'd spend all day just cleaning. So I'm getting rid of the flex core. I'm going to a gas on this one. Flex core is really nice because you don't have to be as clean, and you just chip off the slag and stuff, and it's good to go. I'll show you that process. But you don't have much to do. But when you have 8 bajillion feet to do, you do. You got to go to the gas. Costs a little bit more, but it's worth it. One of the nice parts of working for your daughter is the attire you can wear while doing stuff you normally would have to wear pants and steel toe boots. I know, sexy. Got my little golf cart full of tools, and we're cleaning a drain. Yeah, fun. You might be able to figure out what goes down in that drain. A lot of nothing good. It's not all glory, but it is what it is, and for the most part I really actually enjoy it. Never a dull moment here. So I've already cut with my cutoff 48-inch piece railing, which is the same length as this old gutter here that's rusted through, warped, and bent because I couldn't get them out because they were corroded in the gutter. And I made this little jig. And I know some of you might know how to weld, and they're saying, hey, Jayrod, you left a bunch of bird turd welds. Well, A, it's temporary. B, it's the first time that machine's run argon gas. So I had some setup time. And I don't care what it looks like, okay? So, eat that. And then I cut these 8-inch, they're a little actually less, but you don't need to know that, pieces. So we'll go there, weld it between them. I got paint to paint them. So right now I'm grinding the cut edge off here on my little grinder. And I'm gonna show you a cutting process. Since I don't know what you guys have done in life, or seen or not seen, but I'm gonna cut a couple. Close your eyes. Just kidding. Next step, come over here. Take the burrs off. For the pieces that can't go on the grind, you got a grinder, gotta replace the blade here shortly, but and a wire wheel running out of it. But anyway, that's part of the process. All right, this is the final, well, painting is the final. Everybody's seen spray painting before. Anyway, this is me just finishing welding this up. It's all tacked together now. One side's completely welded, this side's not welded. What I'm using is a MIG welder. See that little wire right there? That comes out, melts, goes in between these two metals. Machine also has a gas that comes out and shields that flame so that it gets a good burn. Doesn't have all the impurities from the air getting into it. So this is the shielded MIG welding argon gas and 80-20 mix. And when this gets hot, you'll see little balls that will splash here. Those little balls can land inside this cup, and then it disturbs the shielding of the gas. So this is not anal lube, this is nozzle gel. Keeps the balls from sticking in there. Nozzle gel. Anyway, I am going to just weld up a little bit, a little trigger. Wire comes out. A little long. There you go. There. So, I'm going to weld up a couple of these, just to kind of give you an idea of what I'm doing. That should give you a pretty good idea of what I'm doing here. Then I'll come in and grind these rough edges off, paint it up. By the way, this is a auto tinting mask, so if you were to weld in real life and you looked at that as that was arcing, it would burn your retinas out and you would be blinded. So this, the old school one, you'd see a guy look where he's going and then flip this down. And then look where he's going and then flip this down. This is an auto tinter. This is a sensor here. As soon as it sees that light, that flashes down and blocks out all the harmful rays that can damage your eyes. Oh, and the last question you might have, why do you wear that funny little hat? I don't have a lot of hair. Sometimes them sparks will fly up and land on your head and they'll just sizzle right into your scalp. Trust me, you want one of these on and it fits under the helmet. If I were to take this shirt up, hold it in the light, you would see it's just completely chock full of holes, but I'm vertical, so they don't sit on me or sizzle me or anything like that. But I would probably have a sunburn from that. That's how powerful that light is from that welder, that I can get a sunburn through this t-shirt. Anyway, worthless trivia. After cutting, grinding, and everything, about 2 hours of gutter. She's probably got 25, 30 of them in there, so it'll be summer's project. Doesn't have to be done all at once, but just got orders from Mount High, the wife, said that I didn't show a couple steps of the grates. So after they're built, ground, I come out here and paint them. There they are. Oh, it's all painted. Done. So I paint them. Mosey on up here. It's about a mile and a half. Yeah, okay. Not quite a mile and a half up to the barn here. And these grates are so old and haven't been disturbed for so long, I have to use a jackhammer to pry these things up, or put a chain through the grates and pull them up if they don't break up. But they end up like bananas when I pull them out with the tractor. I pull them up with the tractor. But anyway, they're very difficult to pull up. Here we are in the barn. By the way, here in the south, horses are out. They'll be coming in here in a few minutes, being during the day, during the heat of the day. Oh, there, we lay it right in there. So that's great. The one you've seen down there is coming out. I've already had this one up. That great. I'll have to use a jackhammer and maybe my tractor to do that. But we lay it right down in there. And thus, a grate is done. And that's where we're at. So I'm going to turn this video footage over to the boss, and you'll probably see it this Sunday.
Give us a huge thumbs up.